the cop didn't show up, so no seatbelt violation. Yay! Commonwealth attorney said he spoke with the police officer yesterday, and cop apparently had another obligation and he couldn't come in. So cool. So thinking about that. Here's what I want to encourage everybody to do. And I know that I heard this a few years ago, and I really feel that my optimism kind of comes from this. So if every single person who gets a ticket, number one, keep your fucking mouth shut. Admit nothing. Ever. Number two, don't pay the fine. I fucked up and agreed to pay the fine. On the other stuff, I fucked up. Shame on me. Not ever gonna happen again. Don't pay the fine. Number three, go to court. So, the prosecution, the state, the prosecutor, what they're going to do is they're going to operate it as a monetary value type thing. It's going to cost them more money to prosecute arbitrary bullshit laws than what it's worth to pay the cop to come in, and things like that. So, if you do all of that, don't admit anything, and go to court, there is a chance that you just get off scot-free. That it's done. It's over. But if the cop does show up, get on YouTube. Watch some of the lawyer videos that are out there for everybody to watch. We live in a fucking amazing time. You can literally just devote a little bit of time and listen to some of these arguments and stuff to where you don't even have to hire a lawyer. Now, on some things, I would highly recommend getting a lawyer. Don't do it yourself. But on some of this other, little baby bullshit and stuff, listen to it. Listen to the arguments. Do some research. Find out what questions to ask. Present a reasonable doubt that either the officer was wrong, the equipment malfunctioned, stuff like that. That's all you gotta do. Reasonable doubt. I think that, like I said, here's my optimism. I think that if everybody does that, everybody, some of the arbitrary laws will just not be enforced. Or if you take the time just to go to court, the cop's just not going to show up. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do on everything. Even if I'm guilty as sin, that's what I'm going to do. Even if I'm guilty as sin, I'm going to do that. The burden of proof lies on the state. Lies on the officer that pulled you over. And as long as you make no statements, none, they got to rely on their equipment and stuff. Now, granted, they may have their T's crossed and their I's dotted, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Get a speeding ticket. You pay the fine. Guess what? There's another fine that you're not thinking about. Your insurance is going to go up. You pled guilty. And yes, like I said, I am legitimately, it haunts me. Had I just did all of the trial on that day and I appealed all of it, and the cop doesn't show up, nothing. It would have costed me nothing. Zero. Nada. That is what I'm going to do each and every time I get pulled over. It's not often, at least in personal vehicles. Happens a lot in the truck that I drive. But best fucking believe, even that, the work truck that I drive, best believe, even in that, each and every time I would go to court, not paying the fine. fuck you. I think, like I said, if enough people do that, it will overload the fucking system. They do not have the resources to do that. Let's fight back. Ain't you tired of any time a cop gets behind you, you're freaked out, your heart starts racing? Doesn't that make you feel safe? You know? It's so stupid. Anytime a cop gets behind me, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. How fast am I going? Oh my God, I hope all my lights are in order. It's not right. It's not how you should feel. Just don't drive like a fucking idiot and everything should be fine. But remember this, there was that study that was out. The average person in America commits 3 felonies a day. And you don't even know it. Fight back. Quit saying, thank you, Your Honor, when you're charged a few $100s for speeding. Fight back. Not physically. In the courtroom. Argue. Ask questions. Demand that they prove it. Demand it. That they prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Remember, you're innocent until proven guilty. Love y'all.